Tuesday Night Baseball now from the home of the Twins, Target Field in Minneapolis. Tonight, the first of two in this interleague matchup between the New York Mets and the Minnesota Twins. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Pablo Lopez gets the ball for the Twins in this one. What's your take? On him, Dan.
The right fielder, number 6.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Marte.
Hit hard down the right field line. But a foul ball.
First pitch, 7-10.
One ball.
He wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. Weather not much of an issue tonight. A mild 65 degrees here at game time. Heading out towards shallow right. Holt moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one down. Now a chance to meet the net.
Who's the one to watch? I'm going to be paying more attention to Starling Marte. He's really quite a ball player. He's been on base a lot this year, and when he gets on, he's always looking to steal a bag. He's stolen 30 already this season, and we're not even finished yet.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
2-0 now. One out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-1 home. Down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
The first
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Luis Guillorme goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Digging in, Pete Alfonso, and with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Up top, it's 2-0. Hit down the third baseline. But this will get fouled. 2-1. Strike swinging, chased a high one there. Grounder down the line at third. This is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Hit back up the middle. Obradovich. Up the middle, throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. Taylor McGill, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
Marte right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup and one thing jumps out. The fact that there is a ton of swing and miss up and down the lineup. They lead the league in strikeouts, and I'll tell you what, it could become a big problem today if this guy's hitting the outside corner.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big one.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third.
At the plate, number 22. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch. You can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
2 out, nobody on. Two and one.
Outside.
And he lays off again, ball 3. Shorty Holt would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soto moves over, and that's the 3rd out. Down go the Twins in order, and this is still a 0-0. Now to the plate, Juan Soto will start things out in the top half of the second. And he gets ahead 0-1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1 and 2. The 1-2. And he's able to fight this one off, foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1 and 2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play Dave. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Fouled away. Vogelbach behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on the alert for that curveball again.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. So coming to the plate, Francisco Lindor. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage, too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
Behind 0-2 now. Shoots this one over to first. Driving effort as it's off his glove. Here with 2 gone in the inning. And ready to bat next to Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Lindor, runner at first with 2 gone. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Francisco Alvarez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2-2 to the Mets catcher. 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Robinson recovers.
Got it.
Throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. At the plate, Shorty Holt. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair.
Jordy.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball up
And
there.
this one runs up high. Ball 1. That
2
misses
balls,
2-0.
no strikes.
Too high.
That's ball 3.
And it's 3-0.
Count is 3-0.
And he
Ball
takes
4.
ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Now batting, Tim Cooley. First chance for him here with the man on following the leadoff walk. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
0-1.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans.
Batting fifth.
And this team,
The
they're not going to be
baseman.
moving around as much as some of the new age teams. They're shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Obradovich, a 25-year-old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Bottom of the second here with no score. Runners going. Pitch outside the throw. Kennedy safe. He's in there. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with Showtrack. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. The next Twin up, number 21. Runner in scoring position with
Number 21.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up, and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Soto is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Twins wind up stranding one. We'll move to the third with no score. Eduardo Escobar standing in, and he'll start out their half of the third top of the order to follow.
Eduardo.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike three cold on the fastball. One gone.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. The right fielder stared down with a really good hitter. Instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Hey. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact is.
Popped him up. Obradovich onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now that's second base.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Luis Guillorme. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike there. 0-1. 2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Line towards center field. Number 21 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming. Next will be the designated hitter, Alex Healy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this
designated hitter, Alex Healy.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Throw to first is in time. 1 down.
Batting ninth.
Digging in the switch hitter, Dan Robinson, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. Pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 1-2 to the Twins catcher. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
That's a good job right there. Very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now batting.
Riding in, Darren Obradovich. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's out.
Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. On a line to shortstop, but the runner was back to avoid the double play. Ready for another chance. Tyler. We got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Close play at first, but he's called out and his side is retired. 1 left for Minnesota. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Into the box now. Alfonso.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score.
Oh,
You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have got them on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up full side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
The 1-2. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. W stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The left field is 22.
1 away here with the bases empty. And digging into bat next, the ever-dangerous Juan Soto.
1-0.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting. The designated hitter.
Now in the box, Daniel Vogelbach comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Rolled slowly to first. W has it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in, number 22.
Leading
He's 0
off
for
for
1
the
thus
Twins.
far.
No left
First
fielder.
pitch of the at-bat on
Number
its
22.
way. And a
Count 1-0.
fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. First delivery to him on the way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. So digging in now, Tim Poole, he'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You can tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AJ.
Now the 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Takes this the other way to right. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on. And the inning is over. Final look at this tumbling catch out there. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. Francisco Lindor is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Popped him up. Obradovich shading to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Brandon Nimmo. He reached on a single in his first truck. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Hey, D-Row, that's a one-out single right there. Hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
No balls and one strike. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nimmo stands at first with 1 out. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. And that misses 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone so it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Got him to go down swinging there. Francisco Alvarez goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Escobar.
Holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Escobar, a 5'10" switch hitter. He's a 9-year major league vet. Lifted the other way down the left field line, but this will land untouched. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. The next 0-2.
1-1.
That misses,
Count
says
is
the
1
home plate
and 2.
umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. This is hit high and deep out to left. Back underneath the left fielder, still ranging back. And they take the lead. It's gone.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort. Right fielder couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the base.
Line drive to left. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis for the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Good base pitch, 1-2. Oh, and they pull the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Now batting.
Ready now, number 21. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
The 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. Guillaume moving to his right. And goes out number 2. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota.
He's been told that average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in the positive. Hopefully that's good.
Settling in now, Dan Robinson. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that's outside.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Healy leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Taken, strike 2.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
The 1-2. In the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Darren Obradovich. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Behind 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 home. On the ground to third. He's got it. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. Twins strand a pair. They're still down. It's striding in, Luis Guillorme. They'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Hit out towards second. Obradovich fields it cleanly. Throw to first gets it, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Into the box. Alfonso. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Base hit into right center.
No, he's in
So
there.
frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you took your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch. A nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Number 21 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Daniel Vogelbach. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Good pitch to hit, a sinker down the chute, but it's taken for a strike. Alfonso is off at first with 2 away. And he struck him out. 7 for the ballgame, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1 as they're unable to add. So striding forward now, Tyler Dozier to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that. They've been completely overmatched at this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced?
Nope, that's
other
a
than
ball.
it's been fantastic. We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The 1-2. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Now another 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Lock in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Number 22.
Number 22.
0 for 2 thus far in this one. Right side, but it's well fouled. Here's the 0-1. And now the curveball bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. Both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastballs.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Another payoff pitch. Count remains full. Once again, the 3-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Guillaume comes up with it. No, just in time, and Holt was awfully close.
The right fielder, that was Holt.
So here's the cleanup. Shorty Holt. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Line shot to third, and the side is retired. So here's Francisco Lindor now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is into third with a triple. His 3rd hit of the night.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Your attention, please.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound.
Number 37.
And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we've seen in the game today? And that was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today.
He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His 2nd home run of the game. And the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it. And he might tell you he should have had it. But he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Line drive to center field. Number 21 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Mets
please
do
join
strike for
the
two, both
traditional
coming on this
7th
two-run
inning
home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's now 4-0 New York.
Your
Robert
attention,
Gesellman
please.
gets the call from the
Now
pen to
pitching
take
for
over on the
New York.
mound and start the home
Number
7th.
45, Robert
Here
Gesellman.
comes the first pitch.
D-Rod.
A wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there. Hit this one hard the other way. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in.
The
Not
back.
easy on a curveball. It would have been easy to throw the
No.
front side and hook that
Over.
foul, but he was
Stop it.
able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Into the box, Sean Obradovich. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
D-Rod.
With the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
The count.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Stays alive, still 0-2. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to
Number
second
21.
here on the wild pitch. Stepping up now, number 21. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball 2.
Changeup stays outside and is
2-0.
behind 2-0. Gesellman is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty B, let me tell you something. What makes this guy so special? He's like his own relief pitcher for a relief pitcher. He gets into trouble. What does he do? He kind of puts it in fifth gear, and he just takes it up
The
another notch.
designated hitter,
Not a lot of
Alex
guys can do what this guy does.
Healy.
He can pitch a couple of different gears, and when he puts that thing in full drive, he's nearly impossible to make contact on.
The 0-1 on its way.
D-Rod.
And this one's in the dirt. Struck him out. Twins wind up digging in now. Luis Guillorme will start us off in the 8th. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the hardwood plate.
Can't
1 ball,
get him
2
to
strikes.
chase. It's 1-2. Two shot here out towards short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The first base.
Standing in, Alfonso. He singled it last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Hit hard to the right, but foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Popped him up. Robinson is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that first couple of games. They took him off the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch
Ball,
there.
that's out.
A ball and no strikes.
We got time.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Windup and a 1-0 pitch. Knuckle
2-0.
third there off the outside corner. 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in his count.
Number 22 is going to have room out there as he puts this away. In now, Dan Robinson.
Leading
Couple
off
of walks
for the
for him
Twins.
thus far.
The catcher,
First delivery to him on the way. Off the
Robinson.
plate and low here, ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
That's
And
by
a
him
ball,
for
one
strike
strike.
1.
Hey,
1 and 2 now. Again, a 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Standing in, Darren
number 1.
Obradovich.
Shortstop, Darren.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1.
And that misses low and away.
Ball
Ball
1, no
1.
strike.
Right side, hit hard. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After
Now
that knock,
batting.
that's
The
only the
first
third
baseman,
hit of the game, and
Tyler.
we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their third knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
In now, Tyler W. Bouncer to the left side. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Coming to the plate now, number 22. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. And a good pitch on the inside corner. Strike 1. 0-1 pitch. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Obradovich stands at second with 2 gone. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2. 2-2. Swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And they get back to one here as they're on the board. It's 41.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. You happen to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last game. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's back standing. The 0-1 on its way. A ball and a strike.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Minter, a left-hander who goes an even 6 feet. He was taken in the second round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Just keeping him close. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. We'll try again, 1-2. Fouled off. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And we'll snap one off over to the bag. And the runner will get back standing. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. Great. Striding forward now is the DH, Daniel Vogelbach.
The designated hitter.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. The 1-1 home. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to
is the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this,
That's a ball.
it's clear that the pitchers need to
Count
start making
is 1
better
and 2.
pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage there.
And they're looking at a ball strike three as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number one. Here's the former first round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. And he
1-0.
takes ball one. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Holt going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with his fourth hit of the ball game.
The catcher, number 4.
Wow, when you're swinging a bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his third hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
And, wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he'll strike out here yet again. It's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Eduardo Escobar will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Crowds in a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But the Mets are... Brandon Workman, 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound. Leading off the inning, Tim Fu. They'll need him to get something going here.
Ball one.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strike. Now.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Fouled away. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Hit to short. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Now to the plate, Sean Obradovich. First pitch coming. Here it is. Cut fastball inside. Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that.
So on the first to get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out. The foul digging in, number 21. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. In there, no balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
Escobar is over to take a look at it.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Final strike for the Twins. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Another one sent foul. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. The New York Mets used the nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Taylor McGill earns his 8th victory of the season, permitting only 1 hit in 6 complete innings. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the New York Mets and the Minnesota Twins. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. 2 of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Here's Starling Marte. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Mets.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Starling.
And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. That was these Twins as they take the field this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late. Just 2-4 over the last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction. Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, You want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he won't try to force it to second. He'll just flip on to first with a sure out. Now it seems to meet the Mets. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
You know, they really need Starling Marte to get on the roll. Last month, he turned in less than 20 hits. He's just been real inconsistent. That's not terrible, but it's not good either. And he's a guy that they need to be productive. I'm looking for a bounce back here.
A ball and a strike for the Mets first baseman. 1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. Hit out towards second. Spin throw gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
Not sure that the range was necessarily there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Looking at his career totals, Soto hits a little over the 270 mark. Set, and the 1-1.
Nope.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Marte on third with 2 out. 3-1 to the Mets left fielder.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
3-2, full count. Here's the 3-2. Smoke toward the hole. And there's a base hit as the runner will score from third, and that gives the Mets a 1-0 lead.
I know we sit up here and talk about it a lot. Just grabbing the momentum, trying to tack on early runs as quick as possible. It allows the pitcher to go out there, relax, attack the strike zone. It keeps everybody involved. That 2-out RBI, I know it's early, but that just gives everyone a chance to just relax.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We'll move on to the Frankie Montas, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. And Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher. Only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
Ball 1.
Not the best of sinkers that time. Ball high. Two and one now to the Twins leadoff man.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Still 2-2. Good sinker there, gets him swinging for the first out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I'm worried about the second one. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
To his right, Alfonso, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting first.
Place number 22. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Two out, nobody on. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. Stepping in, Francisco Lindor. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Line drive to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this finds the wall over near the 339 sign. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
That is seven. The center field is the
former first-round draft choice Brandon Nimmo. He was a perfect 4 for 4 in last night's game. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
And these guys are showing some consistency in the early going here. Got a run in the first inning, and this double ensures that they'll at least get a run here in the second.
1-0.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
2 balls and a strike. Nimmo leads off second with nobody out. Their count now is 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. But he can't get to it, and that'll score the runner from second as it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
The third base, number 5.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ball. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. A runner at second, nobody out. Ball and 2 strikes now. To short. Oberdales is up with it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. Hey guys, one thing I want you to be mindful of in this one. We were here early, pre-game, watching these guys take extra reps, ground ball, throwing the ball across the diamond, fly ball, shag, and this team has the highest fielding percentage in the American League. And the amount of work that goes in playing stellar defense, and I think that's what makes this team really good.
Harrison Bader is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Number 12.
First pitch of the at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So 2 runs on. Leading off the inning. They'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
The 2-0. Swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Fouled off. Another 2-2. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
3-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. Now with the plate, Shorty Holt will get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
I got
so 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
Full count now. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Soto. 2 down.
Batting fifth. The second
Stepping into the box, Sean Obradovich. Comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Now getting the scoring position with 2 away.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something.
We have a designated hitter.
This thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost doesn't. They carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. To first. And nothing
He's
will
out.
cover the 2-out double as the inning is over. Stepping up to the plate, Alfonso. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Fastball in there for a called strike.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball
1
well
two
below
strikes.
the zone. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first down.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball.
left
What does he do?
fielder,
He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And he'll squeeze this one for the 2nd out.
Up next for the bat.
Plate now is the designated hitter, Daniel Vogelbach. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second over Dunbar. Scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they lead it.
Welcome back as the Twins look to get their bats going in the third inning, and you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. Coming into this one, they find themselves last in the league in runs scored, and a big part of that has to do with their lack of home run production, a category where they also rank dead last. In talking to a member of the front office, he acknowledged how important home runs are to scoring runs in today's sport, and that they simply haven't done a good enough job of getting the power bats they need in place. He went on to say, it's probably the #1 problem we have to address going forward. Matt?
All right, thanks, Heidi.
That's outside.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A bouncer up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Coming to the plate now, Dan Robinson. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitchers.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. One and 2 to the Twins catcher.
1 and 2. That's ball
that misses, and we're even at 2 and 2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Fouled away. Misses here, so he runs the count full 3 and 2.
You can pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order running.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will run this one down. Good read off the bat for the second out.
The batter, #1.
So stepping in, Darren Obradovich. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor.
1-1 the count. So 1-1. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2 and 2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3 and 2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Count still full, 3 and 2. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he cuts out a walk.
Up next to the Twins.
Now with the plate, Tyler W. We'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Obradovic, runner at first with 2 gone. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. So another multi-hit game for him. As he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And that'll bring us to our Mets leaderboard. And as you can see, he's currently 2nd on the ball club in that department. In there, a base hit.
The catcher, number 4.
Striding in once again, Francisco Alvarez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Into center field, line drive base hit. Now a long throw home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty insensitive for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Comes set, and the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
In the air, down the line in left. And this will... wind up a foul ball. Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Well, this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that it's battle.
Obradovic is there, 1 away. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Starling Marte.
Count 1-0.
1-0. Here it comes. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Heading out towards shallow right. Holt has it in his tracks. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Next for the Mets, Luis Guillorme. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Nimmo over at second. Alvarez at first. 2 out in the inning. Now a ball lined to the left side. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And not in time as the run scores. Next up from New York, Alfonso. Here's the first offering. Hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Slow roller down the third baseline. but a foul ball, 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in front.
Grounded back up the middle. Lindor takes it in. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tim Hu. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 2 high, 1-0. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Jordy Holt.
Standing in now, Shorty Holt. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Slow grounder to first. And will step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Juan Soto to the plate now. He singled and 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Number 22.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Soto.
And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He's throwing everything away right here.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Here's another 1-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Pulled toward right center field. Falling for it, Holt. Lifts it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The batter,
Dan Vogelbach is next.
Daniel.
First pitch coming. Here it is. It's the outside corner. It's strike 1. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Another 1-2 delivery. Oh, that gets him on the mound. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Here's Francisco Lindor now. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Matty, he checks every box.
Your
Charisma,
attention, please.
smile,
Now
hits
pitching
from both
for the
sides of the
Twins.
plate with pop,
Number 65.
defense,
Trevor.
name it.
Nope.
GM dream.
1-0 the count. The 1-0. Offered at and missed for the first strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Count even at 2-2. Rounded down the third baseline. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save
The
extra
center
bases
fielder,
for the
number 9.
pitcher, but it got
Brandon Nimmo.
Stepping in now, Brandon Nimmo.
Nope.
So take a look at ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. He's running. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Lindor at second with 2 down. 1 and 2 strikes. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Mets leave 1 as they're unable to add. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. It's been a struggle for them to get in the
Leading up for the
and he said they
Twins,
just seem way too
the second
anxious.
baseman.
The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the
Stop it.
first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game. So their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
Thank you, Heidi. Drilled right back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
You take a look at the numbers up to
designated
this
hitter,
point.
number
You see he's
5.
only given up 2 hits so
Alex
far today, so he's been
Healy.
hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout and back going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
First offering on its way. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game.
Number
That was
21.
a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity for him to break through. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. None out, runners at first and second. Line drive to center field. Nimmo is right there, 1 down.
Now batting. The
Now
pitcher.
at the plate, Dan Robinson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. One. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jaron Obradovich. We'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. A Ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding himself.
Drives it out to deep right center field. It'll chase his Nimmo. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Into the box now, Francisco Alvarez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2-1.
That's in.
The 2-1 home. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away.
The third baseman,
Eduardo Escobar standing there. Comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Lays off 2-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 6. Ball on. Marte.
Into the box now, Starling Marte. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Rounded slowly to the left side. Oberdave. Over to his left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. So they hold a 5-0 lead. Digging in once again, Tyler W. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Stepping in, Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Hit to first. And take it to the bag himself for the out. The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Tim Koo, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop, Lindor. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Striding into the box, Luis Guillorme singled homer run in his last time up. Swinging a soft liner. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for the bat.
Digging in to try it again. Alfonso over with a couple of strikeouts for him at this point in the ballgame.
0-1
He
the count.
swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Nope,
And this
upstairs.
is high, a ball and a strike. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
The 1-2. And another foul ball. Ready on 1-2.
Got him.
And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here comes the first pitch.
Zero.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed
0-1.
Hard liner to center field. Number 21 will get there, and he puts it away to retire this side. Mets go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Shorty Holt.
Leading off.
They'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
0-1 the count.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Sean Obradovich. He singled his last time up. 0-1 the count. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. Swung on and he went fishing in the dirt. Up with it, Alvarez. Makes the throw to first. 2 down.
A designated hitter.
Ready once again, Alex Healy. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
This one's down to third. Escobar fields it cleanly, and that will conclude matters here. Daniel Kalum been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 54.
Digging in, Daniel Vogelbach. He was retired with a ground ball last time up. Cool right there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point.
Nope,
and
that's a ball.
Look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Ball and a strike. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now Nimmo connects out to deep right field. Going back is the center fielder, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 16 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. In now, Francisco Alvarez. First pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
That's down.
And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now. 2-2 to the Mets catcher.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
But Verdonga is there to make the catch, and his side is retired. At the plate, number 21. He leads off there half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Slider laid off for a ball. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the eighth. He's a pitch away from 100.
Man, I love this right now. He's given it everything he has, given this team depth, allowing the manager to pick some serious matchups when it comes to going to the bullpen.
Oh, you nailed that, Hero. Now you can go to your go-to guys, the troubleshooters, the guy you want to bring into close games. Anytime the starter can get through 7 innings, the 8th inning, it's a bonus. Good job well done so far.
Robinson.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Into the box, Dan Robinson. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Nimmo going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The relay throw to third now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well.
Yeah, that might only be a block on Wilson, but every run helps when they're down this big. That triple gets them within 5 runs, so we'll see if they can keep chipping away here.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. 7 solid innings for him in this one as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed. Standing in now, Darren Obradovich. Robinson, the runner at third with no outs. I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Now at the plate,
Tyler
W.
The first baseman, Tyler W.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Claudio has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in, but they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Here it comes on 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch until he proves he can lay off of it.
As a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Up next for Minnesota, Harrison Bader, 0 for 2 on his line this far. First pitch coming, here it is.
Zero.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Set, here's the 0-1. And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. The 0-2 pitch. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Twins do get a run, however, and it comes via this RBI triple. On to the 9th inning from Target Field. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. At the plate, Eduardo Escobar. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Escobar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. Fine running play there for the first out.
Up next to the bat.
At the top of the Mets order, digging in, Starling Marte. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Set with the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hitting on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a second. Go figure.
Stepping in now, Luis Guillorme.
Off the plate, ball
pitch
1.
Misses to him. It's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Now the 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder has a beat on it. Play, and there are 2 gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batter.
So coming to the plate, Alfonso. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as decided. Strand one. They hold on to their 6-1 lead.
Leading
now
off
batting.
Who?
He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. On the ground up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That's long, dark smoke.
Jordy.
So good.
Oh, D'Lo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
In now, Shorty Holt. And he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Here comes another 0-2. Just hung in there on that one. Runners off for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. And no throw. Back to where you hang on to.
Now that
The next pin up.
the center baseman.
Obradovich.
Sean Obradovich.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball,
This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-1. This is line to left. Soto is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Now it will be the Minnesota DH, Alex Healy. Comes to the plate as the last chance for
Your attention,
Royce
please.
Lewis.
He's hitting for the Twins.
2-out thunder
Number
off the bench
23.
as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1. Look, now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Final strike for the Twins. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him. And the Mets have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Yeah, it might only be a 2-game set, but listen, it's still a sweep. Hey, man, winners make the rules around here. They earned it.
6-1, the final tally today. The Metropolitans jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Frankie Montas earns his 8th victory of the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 6 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 3 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting in the American League Central, the New York Mets totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 6-1. The Detroit Tigers hit 3 long balls as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-4. The Kansas City Royals swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they dismantled the White Sox 9-2. Garrett Crockett grabbed win number 6 on the year as the Red Sox were victorious over the Blue Jays 3-2. The Yankees allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Rays 5-0. The Baltimore Orioles totaled 11 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 6-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim allowed only 5 hits as a staff. Strong innings and allowing only 1 earned run as the Mariners downed the A's 3-2. The Texas Rangers finished off a 2-game sweep as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 4-3. They now have 5 straight wins. Drew Pomeranz got his 3rd win this season, leading the Padres past the Marlins 4-3. The Dodgers put together 10 total hits as they took the win in extra innings over the Phillies 4-1. The Cubs amassed 14 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 11-3. The Brewers got 12 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Braves 8-3. The Pirates relief pitcher, number 55, won his 4th game thus far as the Pirates were winners over the Cardinals 2-1. The San Francisco Giants launched 3 home runs as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 7-5. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.